Karlovy Vary is a spa city in the Karlovy Vary region of the Czech Republic. It has about 48,000 inhabitants. It lies on the confluence of the rivers Or and Tepla, approximately 130 kilometers west of Prague. It is named after Charles IV, Holy Roman Emperor and the King of Bohemia, who founded the city. Karlovy Vary is the site of numerous hot springs, and is the most visited spa town in the Czech Republic. The historic city center with the spa cultural landscape is well preserved and is protected by law as an urban monument reservation. It is the largest spa complex in Europe. In 2021, the city became part of the transnational UNESCO World Heritage Site under the name Great Spa Towns of Europe, because of its famous spas and architecture from the 18th through 20th centuries. Administrative parts. Karlovy Vary is made up of 15 city parts and villages. Karlovy Vary, Bahadije, Kankov, Sahelny, Duby, Drahovice, Dvora, Herky, Olsova Vrata, Poserny, Rosnes, Rybare, Sedlik, Stara Rol, Tasovice. History. An ancient late Bronze Age fortified settlement was found in Drahovice. A Slavic settlement on the site of Karlovy Vary is documented by findings in Tasovice and Sedlik. People lived in close proximity to the site as far back as the 13th century, and they must have been aware of the curative effects of thermal springs. From the end of the 12th century to the early 13th century, German settlers from nearby German-speaking regions came as settlers, craftsmen and miners to develop the region's economy. Eventually, Karlovy Vary, Carlsbad became a town with a German-speaking population. In 1325, Obora, a village in the today's city area, was mentioned. Karlovy Vary as a small spa settlement was founded most likely around 1349. According to a legend, Charles IV organized an expedition into the forests surrounding modern-day Karlovy Vary during a stay in Lokot. It is said that his party once discovered a hot spring by accident, and thanks to the water from the spring, Charles IV healed his injured leg. On the site of a spring, he established a spa mentioned as in Dem Warmen Bade Bay Dem Elbegen in German, or Horke Lasna u Lokte. The location was subsequently named Karlovy Vary after the emperor. Charles IV granted the town privileges on the 14th of August 1370. Earlier settlements can also be found on the outskirts of today's city. Modern times. An important political event took place in the city in 1819, with the issuing of the Carlsbad decrees following a conference there. Initiated by the Austrian Minister of State Clemens von Metternich, the decrees were intended to implement anti-liberal censorship within the German Confederation. Due to publications produced by physicians such as David Becker and Joseph von Lochner, the city developed into a famous spa resort in the 19th century and was visited by many members of European aristocracy as well as celebrities from many fields of endeavor. It became even more popular after railway lines were completed from Prague to Cheb in 1870. The number of visitors rose from 134 families in the 1756 season to 26,000 guests annually at the end of the 19th century. By 1911, that figure had reached 71,000, but the outbreak of World War I in 1914 greatly disrupted the tourism on which the city depended. At the end of World War I in 1918, the large German-speaking population of Bohemia was incorporated into the new state of Czechoslovakia in accordance with the Treaty of Saint-Germain-en-Laye. As a result, the German-speaking majority of Karlovy Vary protested. A demonstration on the 4th of March 1919 passed peacefully, but later that month, 6 demonstrators were killed by Czech troops after a demonstration became unruly. According to the 1930 census, the city was home to 23,901 inhabitants. 20,856 were of German ethnicity, 1,446 of Czechoslovak ethnicity, 243 of Jewish ethnicity, 19 of Hungarian ethnicity and 12 of Polish ethnicity. In 1938, the majority German-speaking areas of Czechoslovakia, known as the Sudetenland, became part of Nazi Germany according to the terms of the Munich Agreement. After World War II, in accordance with the Potsdam Agreement, the vast majority of the people of the city were forcibly expelled because of their German ethnicity. In accordance with the Beneš decrees, their property was confiscated without compensation. Since the end of communist rule in Czechoslovakia in 1989 and the fall of the Soviet Union in 1991, the presence of Russian businesses in Karlovy Vary has steadily increased. Spa. As the principal town on the West Bohemian Spa Triangle and the largest spa complex in Europe, Karlovy Vary has over 80 springs. They are a part of the Eger Graben, a tectonically active region in western Bohemia. Although the infiltration area is several hundred square kilometers, each spring has the same hydrological origins, and therefore shares the same dissolved minerals and chemical formula. The hottest of the springs can approach 74 degrees Celsius, while the coldest have temperatures under 40 degrees. All of the springs combined provide roughly 2,000 liters of water every minute. Demography. Transport. Local buses and cable cars take passengers to most areas of the city. The Imperial Funicular is the oldest tunnel funicular in Europe and the steepest in the Czech Republic. The Diana Funicular was at the time of commissioning the longest funicular in Austria-Hungary. The city is accessible via the D6 motorway, and intercity public transport options include intercity buses, České dráhy, and Deutsche Bahn via the Karlovy Vary Johannhorgenstadt Railway. Karlovy Vary Airport is an international airport located 4.5 kilometers southeast from the city, at the nearby village of Olsova Vrata. In winter 2020, the airport is only serviced by scheduled flights to Moscow. Churches. Catholic Church of St. Mary Magdalene, built by Kilian Ignaz Diensenhofer in 1737. Orthodox St. Peter and Paul Cathedral 1898. Protestant Church of Saints Peter and Paul 1856. Church of St. Anne 1745. Greek Catholic St. Andrew Cemetery Church 1500. Methodist Church of St. Luke 1877. Ruins of the Church os St. Leonard of Noblac from 1246. Synagogue. Economy. It is also known for the popular Czech liqueur Becherovka and the production of the famous glass manufacturer Moser Glass, which is considered as the most luxurious Czech brand. The famous Karlovarské opelatky originated in the city in 1867. It has also lent its name to Carlsbad plums, candied stuffed Zvechkin. Culture. In the 19th century, Karlovy Vary became a popular tourist destination, especially known for international celebrities who visited for spa treatment. The city is also known for the Karlovy Vary International Film Festival, which is one of the oldest in the world and one of Europe's major film events. The city has been used as the location for a number of film shoots, including the 2006 films Last Holiday and box office hit Casino Royale, both of which used the city's Grand Hotel Pup in different guises. Moreover, the Palace Bristol Hotel in Karlovy Vary had been used as a model for the Grand Budapest Hotel movie. Sport. Karlovy Vary is home to the top-tier ice hockey club HC Karlovy Vary, and football club FC Slavia Karlovy Vary, which plays in the third tier of the Czech football system. Notable people. Johann Joseph Loschmidt, Austrian scientist. Ignaz Ziegler, Austrian Czech rabbi. Walter Cerner, writer, Dadaist. Karl Hermann Frank, Nazi official. Walter Becker, German Czech politician. Zbyněk Brinich, film director. Gerda Meyer, English poet. Georg Riedel, Swedish musician and composer. Karin Stoiber, former First Lady of Bavaria. Rudolf Creston, writer. Princess Michael of Kent, member of the British royal family. Stanislav Berner, tennis player. Joseph Rihek, politician. Rick Lands, Canadian ice hockey player. Ludmila Peterkova, clarinetist. Karol Dobry, actor. Karol Rada, footballer. Jana Sikorova, opera singer. Tomas Vokun, ice hockey player. Petr Kofstein, aerobatic pilot.